Quick question. Here I'm fasting now 26 hours. I've done 75 push ups. I've walked 5 miles. Drank my lime, salt, and mineral water. But I have a question. If you were on the standard American diet, you're used to eating pizzas, you go out, you get your hamburgers, you go to your little taco places, and you eat all this stuff. And I said, hey, you know what? I'd like to, I'm going to go ahead and make for you a beef stew, all right, with almost zero carbs, no potatoes in it. It's just going to have beef. It's going to have maybe some Mexican chilies. Maybe it's going to have, garlic, a little bit of onion, some tomato. What we'd consider low carb, high fat. Would any of you say, I can't believe it, I just had a cheat meal? You'd be like, no, I kind of just had a beef stew along with my other my standard American diet. This is kind of how I look at keto, carnivore, ketovore, intermittent fasting. This is the proper human diet. This is lifestyle. This isn't like, oh, I had a cheat meal because I ate a pizza. So eat a pizza. Don't get so dogmatic. Really, be a little pragmatic in the idea here. It's not considered a cheat meal. It's called, you wanted to eat a pizza. If you've been practicing the proper human diet, that is, eating the proper human diet for any great length of time, you'll know that you eat here and there a piece of this, a piece of that. Now, I've chosen to remove sugars, all grains, seed oils, and refined foods. But from time to time, if I eat one or two, it's still part of my diet. I don't consider it cheating. I don't consider not eating eggs and bacon and beef and butter and make sure you have almost zero carb and everything, falling off wagons. And we are not alcoholics. We are not a religion. This is the proper human diet. We have canine teeth. According to Dr. Salisbury in the 1800s, he said that is a proof that the human being does and must eat a sufficient and almost all their food being from meat and those kind of protein sources. And people are like, well, they got scurvy. Well, believe it or not, the Inuit in northern Canada, northern United States, never get scurvy, and they eat year-round meat and fat. And they may get a berry here and there during their very small summer, but trust me, they're pretty much munching on whale blubber and some other stuff. Now, why don't they get scurvy? Well, come to find out that if you eat a lot of sugar and a lot of grains, the body processes actually compete against vitamin C. Now, if you eat a piece of lettuce, you're going to notice that lettuce has an awful lot of carbohydrates. But then it has vitamin C, and it has enough vitamin C complex to counter the sugar that you just ate. All right? What humans aren't supposed to do is eat a bunch of garbage and then worry about ascorbic acid to counteract the fact that your body can't uptake that ascorbic acid because you've eaten so much poisonous sugar and so much grains that we weren't designed to eat. But if you eat a consistent meat diet, you won't need but the micrograms of the vitamin C that does exist, for example, in beef liver and some other meat sources that I understand have vitamin C. But see, here's where God puts everything you need in the package. So if you choose to eat an all-meat diet, you're going to have enough vitamin C. If you choose to eat a vegetarian diet, then you will have enough vitamin C per the vegetable that you ate. All right, so this is kind of interestingly, ridiculously. So I don't consider any time I want to eat a piece of sweet bread or somebody says, hey man, eat a donut, I'll eat a donut. It will make me sick because I don't have a taste for really sickly sweet stuff anymore. But did I cheat? No. I ate what I can eat because my body's able to deal with it. Would I do it every day ever again? No, hell no, hell no. And one last interesting thing about fasting, I'd gone to the meat market and told them, yeah, I was going to fast till Wednesday. I was actually buying some meat for the family. And I said, you ought to try fasting. And he said, yeah, but, well, you get weak and you get dizzy. I'm like, do I look weak and dizzy to you? Bruh, I just did 75 push-ups and I just walked 8 kilometers. This is Mexico, so obviously I have to exchange kilometers here. Do I look weak and like ready to keel over to you? You want me to do 100 jumping jacks out here? Bruh, you're not going to get sick. You're not going to get dizzy. You're not going to get nothing. He's worried because, what if I cut my finger? Okay. I've been fat. I've been metabolically unfit. I've had brain fog, and I have hurt myself. I get it. Not since about 10 and a half months ago. I don't get tired. I don't get sleepy. I don't get drowsy. I don't get brain fog. I don't lose track of things. I don't get, how shall you say, distracted. I am completely focused. I've never been more focused in my life, especially when I'm fasting. All right? And I'm going to take this out to 3 days. And I told him, bro, all you have to do is don't eat breakfast, come to work. When you get home at like 4 o'clock, they get home 4 or 5 o'clock, eat yourself 5,000 calories worth of the meat that you've been cutting. And then on the weekends, you can do what you want, but you're not going to be in any trouble whatsoever. So anyway, guys, that's kind of how I see it. And going well, doing great here. Again, had my lime, salt, mineral water, and now I really wasn't hungry today. That's kind of freaky because I used to get hungry. Now I'm not even hungry. And I'm probably, because I want to, I'm going to have a decaf instant coffee, and I'll put my little pinch of salt in there. Oh, and one last fun thing. Right after I'd finished drinking a liter of water, I weighed myself 400 grams. That's a pound lost. I'm not dehydrated. I just literally, with all the push-ups and the walking today, my body just chewed up 3,500 calories. Remember, the day before I started this fast, I had put down 5,000 calories. So my metabolism must be going, woo! And some people, well, aren't you worried about longevity? You're going to kind of burn yourself out? I'm like, no, because I feel good. And if I die young, I die young, but I feel great. All right, so anyway, that's the update for today. At least this section. We'll talk a little later. Bye.